This is a text he sent to Watch Nicholas live on the air after they got Nick's stream pulled down for copyright. And then he totally denied today that there's any type of anti-Semitism. Reminds me of like some other type of deniers we know about.
Can you read it, please?
Yes.
JJ is heading down a very dangerous road. Carolyn Martin's husband doesn't take kindly to threats. He is making a factual miscalculation. Please help him.
Miscalculation.
Please help him if you are.
Help him if you are his friend. Now, fatal means death. So is this? Am I to take this as a death threat? Can I get a minute to say something real quick? Because I'm really fucking annoyed.
It's about a fucking time.
I was away, and I'm getting messages that this dickhead is starting another rumor that I threatened bondage. They twist and twist and twist. I made a general blanket statement saying, if you support Tim, you are supporting poor behavior and cited examples.
Exactly.
After this, Arch and Bear, I both sent you something just now. If you could pull it up, that would be great. After I said this, live on Watch Nick, OC sends another threatening text like he did to Archie last week, because this is what he does behind the scenes, but he hides behind other people. So can you please pull up Exhibit A of what this guy does? Because this needs to come out. The more you hide from it, the worse it is. This is what bullies feed off of, like you not saying anything, you not exposing the truth. So anyway, he goes on to say, if someone could pull that up, that would be
which
great.
one is the oversized cranium one? You were talking about that one?
Pull that up, yeah.
I'm pulling it up now.
This is a text he sent to Watch Nicholas live on the air after they got Nick's stream pulled down for copyright. And then he totally denied today that there's any type of anti-Semitism. Reminds me of like some other type of deniers we know about.
Can you read it, please?
Yes.
JJ is heading down a very dangerous road. Carolyn Martin's husband doesn't take kindly to threats. He is making a factual miscalculation. Please help him.
Miscalculation.
Please help him if you are.
Help him if you are his friend. Now, fatal means death. So is this? Am I to take this as a death threat? First of all, let's get things clear. Didn't threaten Carolyn Martin. I repeated a super chat that she made saying she would pay to put the rat out in front of LB. I said, wow, that's a pretty bad idea, putting a rat out in front of a Jewish business on the Sabbath.
Exactly.
Pointed it out. That's not a fucking threat, OC. So stop with the slick talk. I want to know, what do you mean by fatal miscalculation? Because fatal means death. So are you giving me...
He repeated it, JJ, on his way. Hey, original OC.
Wait, hold on. I'm not even done. Let me just finish, please, Curly. I want to get this.
Go ahead.
So then today, I didn't see it, but a few people got back to me, so I'm not going to say for quote. But he said, basically, from what I understand, that I better be careful because he has powerful donors like Humble Pine, Carolyn, and Bondage. So I asked Bear, is there something up with Bondage? Is he upset with me or something? I don't know about it. He says, I'll find out. He reached out to Bondage and said, no. That was that. It was never a threat to Bondage at all. In fact, I think he's a nice guy. He's been on my show a few times, and there's never been an issue. So, but then now they're trying to turn it around to get him and me against each other for some reason. So don't fall for their bullshit.
Original OC can easily put all this stuff to bed, put the fucking live stream that you did on the community channel this morning, this afternoon, the half hour, put it back up. Don't hide it. Stand behind your words. Stand behind your statements. Stand behind your words. Stand behind your statements. There'll be witnesses, and I'm going to go through one statement after the other that you made on your channel with your words, and then you deleted it as soon as you welcomed everybody. You put a fake StreamYard link pinned at the top, and then you dropped the StreamYard link for somebody else, and I jumped on for 3 minutes. I was fucking respectful and courteous and told you that there should be open communications, that everybody's going down the wrong road. You played it off. You shuffled me off your fucking stream. You said nobody's banned, and we are all banned, and you timed out people that were asking you questions, and then you fucking put it private. Put it back up. Stand behind your words. Worse. You're worse. I didn't believe it, but
and by the way, the whole narrative that OC has nothing to do with decision making on TimWrite, nobody buys that bullshit, OC. Nobody. Everyone knows that you make the calls for that channel. And everyone knows that nothing gets going there without your approval. You are equally responsible as TimWrite, if not even more.
More. He's more.
Guys, JJ, whilst I got you on the stream, I just want to say to you, man, what they did to you was appalling. They claim JJ's involved in on this scam where he is a victim who hasn't got.
And here's his
biggest. Got all his money back. Is that correct, JJ?
Yeah, that is correct.
How much are you owed, JJ? If you're in on the scam, how much are you owed?
I got to look directly, but at one point it was like $26.50. I know he sent me some more money the other day with a bunch of other people, which I told him not to pay me till last, but I can't help if he does it anyway. I haven't really spoken.
None of JJ. None of the victims are talking to OC anymore. Not even Chris. Okay, and he's acting like he's got his thumb on the pulse of everything that's going on with everybody.
They're dickheads, and they're fucking. They don't want them fighting for them. They don't want them because they know they're exploiting them.
And he's acting like he is representing all the victims. None of them are talking to him. He knows nothing.
Nobody ever asked him to be our liaison. If you want to blow up, if you want to be our liaison, you don't need to. First of all, no one asked you to. If you want to blow up the scam, and again, this is another narrative that I'm trying to keep it quiet. You can go on stream every day and say Stefano scams people. Go right ahead. Don't pretend you're fighting for me because I know you're just using this for super chats. Don't make profiteering off of making mugs. Don't do fake photo ops like Marketing Genius to pretend you're protesting. We all know you're full of shit. You're protesting a guy that's not the guy who scammed us. So I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. If that's your mission, go do that. But don't hide behind the fact that you're fighting for us while you do it. Just admit the truth that you don't like the guy. You got a vendetta because he abuses you, because he thinks you're clowns, and that's why you go there. We all know the truth anyway.
Exactly.
You're going.
Well, there are people who obviously don't know the truth. Those are the people on that channel supporting it financially. So we need to fucking call those people and we need to tell them.
We need to bring them awareness that they need to know what's really going on.
So, guys, I got to tell you, guys, this is a big disaster. I really sympathize with JJ there. He's the victim,
He's making a mockery out of our channel.
Exactly.
Making a mockery of it by going after people he don't like Nico and Roman, who weren't the people that we
called them criminals, JJ.
Criminals.
Look, he's free.
He defamed them. He doesn't like when we attack them. He called them criminals.
Right, but what I'm saying is he's free to do that and face his own repercussions with them. That's fine, but don't tie in our getting robbed of money into that. Go fight them on your own front. Don't use us as an excuse.
JJ, you know what they're scared of. You know what JJ, you know what they're scared of. You got Watch Nicholas and Curly going after them. Now you're going after them. That scares the fuck out of them. You're respected. You've got respectable panelists on your show. Now, in fact, people will listen to you guys. Curly, like I say, Curly's the fat fuck. But now
Curly is the fat fuck, but Curly brings and attacks them with their own words.
You're doing a good job there, but I'm just saying from
with their own words.
No, I'm saying from OC's perspective, right? They fear JJ now because he's got a respectable fan base. I'm not saying Curly doesn't.
This is their own fault. You know what it is? He got jealous that I was on a show with a bunch of people that have some fame, and they're so terrified that I'm going to take $1 of super chats away from them that they decided to bully me the same way they bully everybody else and try the same antics. And it's killing OC that I keep pointing out that it's him and putting him in the spotlight. So he tried all his usual tricks. You know, like the other day when Watching It got taken down, he didn't get a nasty text like he did, like Archie did, right? Archie got a text that you better take it down or else whatever. You know why he does that? He does that after he strikes and can't get you. He strikes silently, and when he can't get you, he uses that as his backup plan.
Look, if you saw, I was up when Curly, JJ, I was up when OC was with Curly, and this is what he said to Curly. He goes, "Me and you are alike. We've got a lot in common. This is how it works.
Yeah,
we've got a lot in common. We think same strategies." Now, then he cut off Curly. This is how it works.
Archie, if you didn't hide those streams that I put in the private chat, he had already tried to strike you before he sent that fucking stupid message to you. And I understand that you get scared, but that's the way these guys operate. He did the same exact thing to us. Let him do it.
It isn't change your outcome. He's going to try to strike all of our channels every chance he gets. You have to just face that fact and fight fire with fire. You can't keep letting these guys intimidate you to get away with it with fucking idle threats of fatal miscalculations. First of all, what does that even mean, fatal? To me, that means death. So are you trying to give me a death threat? I just want to know. Like, let me know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles.
We've got their message, JJ. They can't do anything. We've got the evidence.
I put messages out there because I shine a light on these cockroaches. I don't get intimidated. You ain't going to scare me.
This is why they're not streaming today, JJ. They're so rattled. They're having a meeting as we speak. They go, how are we going to handle this? They're not streaming. You understand how rattled they are? Usually OC is unflappable. The fact that he's threatening his last resort is going scorched earth policy. They're rattled.
I'll tell you one thing that JJ opened my eyes to is that responsibility doesn't lie only in TimWrite and OC. It lies into other panelists who are present there. It lies into those who actually financially support this fucking channel. You giving the money to a guy that gropes girl without permission. You're giving the money to people who call Hasidic Jews rats and bloodsuckers. Remember that, and we are watching.
Anthony Napoli, JJ, I'd stop giving it oxygen. You are playing into their hands by fanning the flames. They want the drama to stop you from being on Nico's next live stream.
But Tim also used Chernobyl disaster to his own benefit. I remember he saying it was a birth defect. He never used Chernobyl.
I appreciate your chat, but listen, you're wrong. You have to expose these guys. You can't let them tell gross lies about you that you're a scammer, you're being paid off, and not respond. You just can't. You have to respond to that. And as far as being on the next stream, that's irrelevant.
And Anthony, the reason that they started to involve JJ was because he did appear on the stream. That's the reason. That's the reason that they started to do that. They would have did it anyways.
Try to twist it and say, I'm coming after him because he exposed the wizard and I wanted to keep it quiet. That's factually untrue. You can go back and watch. I commended him in the beginning for coming out. When it all changed is when he started turning it on me because I went on Nico's show and they're jealous and afraid that I'm going to get subs because he has so many subs and they're petrified that I'm going to stream against them, which I didn't even have intentions to, but they keep fucking fanning the flame and pushing my fucking buttons, you know? So
the chat wants to get back to watches. Let's take it to Watch Nicholas. Discuss it there. I'm going to jump off.
Yeah, don't worry. I wanted to say that because I never said anything nasty about bondage. I like the guy. There was never a threat to him or any panelist. I mean, if you want to take a threat as me saying I'm going to repeat what you said, then I mean, maybe you should question what you're saying. But that's it. You can get back to your watch talk. And for all and don't think I don't see the fake people in the chat, Arch, that are Timmy simps because Timmy's not streaming, saying, Arch, I'll come back when you stop talking about this. They are dying to bury the story. Trust me, they're dying to bury it.
No, we're not going to bury this story. This story is going to remain, and it's going to be further explored and Watch Nicholas and Curly. It will be on JJ channel, and whenever I'm on this channel, I don't give a fuck if they shut down my channel. I fucking left my channel. So go fuck yourself. I'm going to tell it as is. And Carolyn, super chatting for Guy to place the giant inflatable rat in front of Jewish business is not the smartest move, madame. I'm just letting you know.
Especially because I believe she's Jewish herself.
That's what kills me. That is, I don't understand I would never, ever support a channel that acts and talks like that about my people and my faith, or any fucking people, any faith. Fucking Archie, any mention of this, any mention
something
of...
Bear, you know, this drama is actually more ratings poison than Car Talk.
Archie, it is your responsibility. You cannot sit quietly and not condone anything. I know you're terrified. I know you're running scared from
I just want to run my bit. I just want to do my YouTube. I'd like to do the watch talk and sneak off for a toilet break occasionally and leave early.
You can go back to